There we go. We're back. We're back for a chest day and a hams. Hamstrings were cut short. Well, hamstrings were supposed to be done yesterday, but it was cut short. So we're gonna be hitting hams today with chest. So I might have a new machine at the gym today. I'm not too sure. My gym put up on the story. I think 2 new side laterals are going to be coming in. One of them might be this week, one of them might be next week, or they both might be next week. I guess we will know once we get in there. But what's new with me? I watched the film Obsession. I don't know if any of you are horror fans, but I am not a horror fan. So, I think last video I was talking about watching it. So that was before I actually watched it. I'm not gonna lie, I was gaslighting myself a little bit. Beforehand, I was gaslighting myself because originally I saw the advertisement on TikTok, and I thought, okay, this movie looks good. This could be up my alley. So I suggested it to my sister, who I normally watch or go to the cinema with. And she said, "It looks great, but George, you don't like horror films. You sure you want to watch it?" I was like, "It's a thriller, isn't it?" Because in the trailer, it came off a bit thrillery instead of a horror. So I said, "Let me have a look at this." So I googled it, and it did not say thriller. It said horror. There was no thriller in the title whatsoever. And I was like, the trailer looks good. So I just kind of gaslit myself. I gaslit myself into thinking that it wasn't going to be scary, like a horror film. So, long story short, it was fucking scary. It was terrifying. I've heard other people that love horror films saying that they were scared watching it, so I think that tells you enough. But I was literally watching the entire movie like this, slumped into my chair like that, and before the film even started, I had a bloke sit down next to me. Just a ordinary, bold bloke, quite tall, skinny. And throughout the entire thing, he didn't budge. I didn't know whether to be impressed or I don't know. Because I don't know, you have to be a different human to not react to some of these scenes. These scenes are kind of crazy. But without spoiling too much, I'm pretty sure everybody hates Bear, who is the main character of the film, if you haven't watched it. But by the end of the film, I think it was around an hour, 50 minutes, something like that, I got up from my soaking wet cinema chair, and my top was a different shade of black compared to the rest of my top. Yeah, the back was soaked. I was sweating through the entire thing. I mean, I've never been that scared watching a film before. There was this one particular scene where, oh god, just thinking back, it's just crazy. The funny thing is, I did enjoy the film. But would I watch it again? No shot. It's too scary. It was too scary. Oh, just thinking back just gives me chills. I was driving home and I was checking all the dark corners, Yeah, I was on edge. I was definitely on edge. We went later in the day as well, because we said we were going to watch it at 8 o'clock. And dummy sister didn't book the showing, so it sold out. So we had to go at 10 o'clock. So it finished around 12. And I didn't sleep until like 2 o'clock in the morning. I needed to reach a baseline of just calmness before I could go to sleep. So I was just on scrolling TikTok for 2 hours before I finally said, okay, it's time to go to bed. But like I was saying, there's this one particular scene. I don't want to spoil it, but because it is pretty fresh still. So, but there's this one scene with a jump that I'm pretty sure no one can predict that it was going to happen. So I don't like jump scares. I don't like being scared in general. This is why I don't watch horror films. But when it comes to people find, well, yeah, zombies are horror, right? But I don't find zombies scary whatsoever. In fact, one of my favorite games is a zombie game, which is Dying Light. I swear I always talk about Dying Light, but there's a few scary moments on there. But like watching, what's it called? 28 years later. And films like that, they just don't really scare me. I don't know why. Zombies just don't scare me. But when it comes to paranormal stuff, oh god, that story couldn't be any further from the truth. Seriously. I'm a huge wimp. So, yeah, if you like your horror, even if you like your thriller like I do, I think Obsession might be for you. And surprisingly, there was a couple of funny moments in there, which you don't, well, I suppose you do see funny moments in horror, but they're usually funny because they're so absurd. And that's kind of what made it funny, is because it was absurd. But we are going to skip to, I'm probably going to start on hamstrings first. I did a bit of rock climbing today, so well, let's see how it affects me. But yeah, we're going to skip to the first set. Alright, I have to switch to a different resistance band because the green one that I used last week was too light. So let's see. Oh yeah, wow. Okay, wow, that's heavy. Jesus. Oh wow, that's way heavy. Didn't even get half the reps I can get. Oh, damn it. That was a good chest day. And taking into consideration that I did, I want to say 2 hours of climbing today, which was a first for me, mind. Pretty good. Put some pretty good numbers up, considering I've technically already worked out today. But I don't know, it fell on a good day, because today was chest, and I did hamstrings. So I've done a bit of push and pull today, which is funny. But talk about climbing. It is way harder than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I thought I was going to be able to pick it up relatively quickly and go up some levels, but I was stuck on the orange level, which is, I don't know, 3 tiers into climbing. Look, I don't know if this is universal, but the place that I went to, it started off at grey, green, orange, blue, purple, pink, and then red, and then I think it goes white and black. Obviously grey being easiest, black being hardest. Let me tell you, grey was hard enough, but we ended up getting to a, what did he call it? See, I went with a group of mates, so they were teaching me about it, and apparently there's 2 different types of level of the same color. There's like a soft orange, and then there's a hard orange. And I got stuck. I'm about the hard orange, so just below blue level. But I don't think I did too bad because I tweaked my elbow in a arm wrestling match the other day, so I didn't push myself too hard, but it was harder than expected, I'm not gonna lie. So climbers, if any of you are out there, respect. I respect what you do. But it's weird though. When I was climbing, I didn't get any satisfaction or feel good factor. I don't know why. That's better, you can see me a bit more. I don't know why. It's not the same as lifting, where I finish a hard set and I feel good. It just hurts. Like, it killed my hands. I didn't even give it any mind that it was gonna hurt my hands. I mean, I knew it was gonna be uncomfortable, but I didn't think it was gonna destroy my hands. Like, afterwards, they were all fat and swollen and super tingly. I mean, they're still quite sensitive. I mean, you're basically gripping and holding on to sandpaper with your body weight for 2 hours, or however long you do it. To be honest with you, I think no more than 30 minutes is enough for me. But we ended up doing 2 hours somehow. But yeah, I mean, was it for me? No. I probably wouldn't climb again. Because, like I said, I didn't get that feel-good factor that I do when I lift. It just was pain and misery the whole time. But I'm glad I did it, because it was an experience. It was definitely an experience. Would I recommend it? I don't know. I suppose you have to try it for yourself. Because I'm sure there are some real climber heads out there, so just as much as I am a lifter, so. But yeah, it's not for me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm baffled how people can do the whites and the blacks. I mean, insane. The ledges they hold on to is like trying to hold on to a knuckle like that. Like, imagine trying to pinch and hold on to a knuckle like that. That's the type of level that we're talking about when I'm saying like whites and blacks when it comes to climbing. Just impressive. I didn't see anyone do them. Just because, I mean, they're that crazy, I suppose. But I'm sure there's a few insane people out there that can do it. And then, because in some of these, in the really top higher range of the colors, of the difficulties, some of these, what do they call them? Like hand placements. They're just one hole that you put one of your fingers in. That's it. That's all it is you just put one finger in there and you somehow put half your body weight on one finger. And then, what did they call it? There's this movement where it's called dragon or something like that. Is it that? I'm not sure. But it's basically the type of shit that you see in movies where you go back and forth, you kind of like swing back and forth, and then you launch off where you're not holding on to anything. You've legit launched off. You've jumped to grab another tile, as it were, and you grab it with both arms whilst you're in midair. It's pretty badass, to be honest. It is pretty badass. But I could only imagine how much those difficulties destroy your hands. because the oranges, mind, I'm on like level 3, and there's what, 10-ish levels, 10 odd levels. Level 3 is killing my hands, so I don't know how. I have no idea how how they do it. But the one finger trick, that's just another level. Just crazy work. But that's enough for today. So I'll see you in the next one, which I think it's back. But like I said, I've done a lot of pulling today, so I think some good rest and Cocoa Pops is in it for me, and a nice sleep as well tonight. So I'll see you then.